Hello there. We've just entered, where are we? Temple of the Jade Serpent. Just normal, we're level 85 on our Resto Shami. I know I haven't really done many Resto Shami videos yet, but the first time I tried them they seemed a bit boring and pathetic, so hopefully they've changed them now. They have changed a couple of bits I understand already, so let's start going through those now. Now, as you probably know, if you do play probably a more high-end Resto Shami maybe, then Choyuric Currents, it's something that, you know, you really kind of appreciate having on live. It really does help out a lot. God, this guy's taking a lot of damage. If he doesn't move, he's just gonna die. Okay, thank God. But yeah, they have changed our Choyuric Currents. It is now a glyph, but every time we cast a lightning bolt it restores 2% of our mana. A lightning bolt costs 1.4k mana and it will restore 2k, so we're profiting 600 mana off it, which isn't really ideal, is it? And these guys really need to learn how to move. So but yeah, now I have actually realised that our heals aren't doing as much as they do on other classes. That may not look like the case, however our mastery has been changed. Look, we have 67% mastery, so that's up to a 67% healing increase, and that is from my 2.6k mastery. Now yes, I do have an awful lot of mastery. I've reforged Out of Spirit, I have Heart of Unliving and Dark Moon Card Tsunami to compensate for this. So, you know, I've kind of messed around with my stats a bit. But look, if we do a greater healing wave on this guy, as you can see, 54k compared to what would normally be on full health, 34. So there's a massive difference. I did one on myself earlier, you know, flying up on your mount, dropping off. I think I got about the 60 something k greater healing wave, just non-crit, just flat out. So we're looking at a one-shot heal kind of thing. So we sort of even need the mastery to now be efficient, so it may not be a viable option to stack haste anymore. However, that isn't such a bad thing, because now we can pretty much get infinite stacks of tidal waves with the right glyph. As you can probably see, I'm using Riptide like it's a rejuvenation. This is a glyph. It causes our Riptide to have no cooldown, but at the same time it won't give that initial direct heal that it usually does. So it's good because we can flood it around the raid a bit more, you know, while we're putting our healing rains down in chain heals. However, also every time we do it, we get 2 stacks of tidal waves. So, you know, we can do Riptide, then double healing wave, double greater healing wave. And again, if we get rid of those tidal wave stacks, our chain heal still gives us those stacks of tidal waves. So that's pretty good in my opinion. And look, Riptide lasts 18 seconds, so it's a pretty long hot, and it costs 3% mana. So that's pretty nice in my opinion. So we are back and we have a full group going. So I have actually been forgetting my Earth Shield, so I've just popped down a macro for my Earth Shield, and we'll be able to see how much healing that's doing. So obviously let's get some, you know, Riptides just going on people. Yeah, obviously because it's a hot, it is generally quite a lot, well, not loads more efficient than healing wave, but it is a reasonable amount more efficient. I'm not actually sure how many ticks we get out of it. If it ticks once every 3 seconds, 18, so that's like 6 ticks of 4k, maybe 5k. So, you know, it's not bad. We're looking about 30k healing, plus obviously it crits sometimes, so maybe about 45k healing kind of thing. So it's probably about 30-40% more efficient than healing wave, so it is pretty nice, you know. Now they've changed our totems quite a lot. You know, we no longer have the bog standard totems. Oh, you drop a totem, it does this, you leave it down for the rest of the fight. If you move away from it, you drop another one so you're in range. It's not like that anymore. We've got nearly all of our totems give short bonuses that are more beneficial than they are on live, but they have a short cooldown as well. So for example, a healing stream totem, it costs us 5% of our mana basically. It lasts, well, it's got a 30-second cooldown and it lasts 15 seconds. Now if I'm going to take that Riptide off myself, I'm just going to put one down. Oops, I've gone and put down a Mana Tide totem. Well, as you can see, Mana Tide totem still does exactly the same as it does now on live. So at least you've been able to see that one. Still got the 3-minute cooldown, gives us 200% of our spirit to everyone. And these totems here, that's just a glyph, it's just a cosmetic glyph. I don't really have those totems down, they're just there to look pretty basically. So next time I get a bit lower, I'll put down a healing stream and we'll be able to see how much healing it does. Because hopefully it does a decent amount. Because at the end of the day it is costing us a bit of mana, isn't it? Okay, so he's doing his swirly thing. I'm going to get hit by this, and if I put one of those down, so how much is this going to heal me for? It's healing me for, it's ticking for 10k. Ticking for 10k every couple of seconds, so it's not bad to be honest. Not bad at all. We're going to have to get these people up, aren't we? Because they're not going to, yeah, you're not going to move, you are, aren't you? God bloody hell, some people, they get just boosted by healers constantly. And this is burning a lot of mana. Chamois aren't the best with their mana at the moment. Let's pop down another healing stream totem, get that rocking and rolling again. I mean, since they've pretty much removed our Telluric Currents, we're not the best anymore. However, we do have a Healing Tide totem, which is a Tranquility totem. So let me pop that down. Let's see how much healing that does. 18. Well, look, as you can see, everybody's health's just going chunked up. It's doing like every 2 seconds, well, every 1 point. This is affected by our haste, by the way, guys. Just like normal Tranquility is basically. Let's get our Ghost Wolf rocking and rolling. Yes, look, we can change the appearance of our Ghost Wolf, it looks lovely, but back onto the Healing Tide totem, it will work with like your Berserking to get extra ticks, etc. So will like your Healing Stream totem, and it'll heal us for about 18k every 1.8 seconds. So, and it does that for 5 most injured party or raid members within 40 yards. No, we're not done. This way. Oh my god, I can't type today. There we go. So 18k every couple of seconds, so we're looking at it doing about 50k healing per second for how long? For 10 seconds. So it's going to be doing 600k plus healing. And bear in mind that I'm eye level 387, so my gear isn't exactly amazing, is it? So, you know, it's more powerful than a Tranquility. It's probably about as powerful as a Holy Priest's Divine Hymn. Probably not as much, but almost. So let's try another totem. We've got a Capacitor totem. If we look, we pop that down, in a minute these all should get stunned. Yep, did you see that massive wave, and then they all get stunned. So it's not bad. I mean, it stuns them for 5 seconds after it's been down for 5 seconds. So it's alright, to be honest. Like, 5 seconds stun, you can't really complain about it, can you? And that's only on a 45-second cooldown, so that's not bad. We also have our Earth Grab totem. If we put that down, there we go, just simply rooting them in place. That's 30-second cooldown, and if they become immune to root, then it slows them. Simple as. So it's just like our Earth Bind, except it roots them until they become immune to it. What else do we have? We have a Stormlash totem, and that's 5-minute cooldown, so I'm going to put that down on the boss. Oh yeah, I can use Chain Heal here. But look, there is a glyph that makes Chain Heal look pretty. Look, it's like all blue. But it depends what colour you like, really, I guess. Let's try Healing Rain. Healing Rain looks alright. I mean, look, it's ticking for about 3.5, 4k. Obviously that can be increased by up to 70% because of our mastery, our stupid retarded mastery, which we are getting another 2.4k. No, we're not. Yeah, we get another 1.4k mastery rating from the mastery buff, which I think as a chamois we give. So yeah, we always get an extra 1.4k mastery on top of what we've got basically, so that's quite nice. And then we do have oh god, I'm not paying attention at all, am I? We do actually have a Call of the Elements, and what this basically does, it's an 8-minute cooldown, and all totems with a cooldown shorter than 5 minutes, it instantly refreshes them. So what else could I pick in these talent? Let's have a look. It was Call of the Elements Totemic Restoration, which basically means you can take a totem up through its duration. So if I put down a spirit link and I take it up straight away, the cooldown will be reduced in proportion to the amount of time it was down. However, it can't go below half, so you can't pop down the spirit link for 0.01 milliseconds and it have a 1 second cooldown. Can't do that. The minimum cooldown you could put it on is a 1.5 minutes, so that might be quite good for arena. I mean, if a totem gets killed in arena, then it reduces cooldown and stuff, but it's up to you really. And that just relocates your totems. That might be reasonably good for arena as well. You could go like Spirit Link, I want you there, because it's kind of annoying that it just shoves it down on yourself. I find that really piss annoying, to be honest. But yeah, Call of the Elements, I think it's quite nice because you can drop a Healing Tide totem. Let's say worst case scenario I'm talking here, you know, your raid's being absolutely pounded. We get down a Healing Tide totem, that ends, we could put down a Spirit Link totem, and then, you know, we could even get a Mana Tide totem to get our healing, you know, get our mana back up while we're spamming. Pop Call of the Elements, we can do it all again. So, you know, it gives us like what, 10 seconds, 16 seconds. We could basically have 30 seconds constantly where we've either got a Tranquility going or a Spirit Link totem, two of which are, well, they both are the most powerful raid cooldowns, so that would definitely be a viable reason to bring a Resto Shame into your raids. So I do think their playstyle has definitely changed. I know my mana's been fine so far, but these are only normals, they're piss easy to heal, to be honest. But I am concerned, if anything, about our mana and them getting rid of our normal kind of Choya rate currents, because to be honest, we would have to do 5 lightning bolts to gain enough mana back to do a single healing wave. So that's not exactly worth doing, in my opinion. I'd rather just kind of sit there and wait for my mana to regen a bit. It's a bit useless, to be honest, but you know. Unleash Elements, does this still work?
I am who I say I am.
Oh my god, I've not put my living weapon on. Oh shit. Oh shit. Let's get a Healing Rain down. Healing Rain, lovely. So obviously it's ticking for a bit more on people now. Wait, it's ticking 5k over there, because that guy's a bit lower. Ticking 5k on him. So yeah, that, you know, that's another reason to bring a Resto Chamois, I guess. Really. But anyway, let's try our Unleash Element. So it heals us for 8k. Next spell will be 30% more effective. Greater Healing Wave. 110k, and I'm almost, well, I was near full health anyway. So that's not bad. That's 15-second cooldown. That will, I don't know if it actually works with Healing Rain. It doesn't on live, so it probably won't. But I know it does work with Riptide. So, you know, maybe we could create a macro for that on the tank, where, you know, it just basically means we have a 30% more powerful Riptide going on our tank. So that's not bad. Should we do that now? That and that. And then Riptide sticking for, I don't know which one's a Riptide. I think the Riptide's 7.5k. Whereas if we put it on this guy, it's going to be ticking for how much? 4.5k on that guy. So it is making a difference. That's a reasonable difference, to be honest. and that costs us how much mana? It costs us about 1.5% of our mana. So yeah, that's definitely quite good. You know, I know what I usually do is obviously use 4 total targets. I don't know if they've still implemented this, I'm not actually sure. Let me try and overread. But on live, when we chain heal somebody with a Riptide on them, it increases it by 30%. What I sometimes do is I will do a Riptide on someone, unleash elements, and then a chain heal, and I can get chain heals like above 70k overall healing. And let's be honest, chain heal is a pretty cheap heal. Like on live especially, it costs like what, 3% of your mana or something. On here it costs 4.5%, but it's still not that much, to be honest. We've just got to be careful about our mana really, because obviously it is going to be the beginning of an expansion, and we're not going to be having the same kind of ratio of every mana regen and stuff, to be honest. So we'll have to see how that works out. Now, I've not really been using my healing surge. 30k heal, obviously it has 50% chance to crit, but it's 6k mana. I'd rather just use a greater healing wave and definitely be healing more. I don't really use that in PvE anyway. Sometimes when I PvP on my shaman I use it, but again with the, well, if we glyph our Riptide we can always get stacks of tidal waves anyway, so I don't really see why we wouldn't use greater healing wave, to be honest, in pretty much any situation. That's just me. Different people might have different preferences. And obviously we still have a Spirit Walker's Grace. It's on his 2-minute cooldown, lasts 20 seconds. I'm sure that's longer than it is, like on live. But oh well. Let's pop a Stormlash Tome here. This doesn't last long, but let's see. Let's see if I can actually get anything off it. It's dealing an extra 6.5k damage every time I do damage. That may not sound like much, but if you're a rogue smacking your daggers in his bumhole like 5 billion times a second, that is going to be a massive DPS increase. That's 10 seconds, it's like a baby bloodlust kind of thing. I mean, as I said, 6.5k doesn't sound like a lot, but considering it's proccing off basically every attack, God mate, you need to learn how to move, you do. You've not moved a single time throughout this whole bloody dungeon. Standing in shit you are. And you. You're not as bad, at least you moved out after. Anyway, I'll give you a res. Res costs like 17% mana. I think that's a bit expensive, to be honest. But yeah, all in all, I think they've definitely improved Resto Shamis, to be honest. They are more fun to play now, especially with like spammy Riptide, and Healing Rain seems to be buffed up maybe a tiny bit. But we'll have to see how it works out, you know, when mob's actually released or we get onto the like normal PTR. Anyway, thanks for watching guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. See you soon.